Hey everyone, it's Festus back with another episode, and I wanted to go over a hot topic right now, which is just iterating what I was speaking on before. There's a lot of people making over six figures, which means $100,000 or more per year, and over 50% of them are living paycheck to paycheck. How is it possible that people are making more money than they have ever made in America today, and yet they're living paycheck to paycheck? Meaning, they would not be able to support themselves for even 3 months without having received an income. And what I've noticed a lot about all these tech jobs is people will stockpile money, meaning they might work two jobs at the same time and stockpile a ton of money, but then they get burnt out and they start to focus on that one job again, and then they spend on an inflated income. They spend as if their spending habits are the same as before. So that 6 months of emergency fund savings you had, no longer there. With all the jobs being cut right now, so many people are back down to one job, whether they wanted to do that or whether they had to do that. Regardless, they're at one job again. And what I've noticed is, okay, you either got a rent or a mortgage to pay. Typically, one of your partners are staying home, whether it's the wife or the male. Then you have car payments typically. There are some people who don't even have car payments and they're still struggling with this. You have going out, eating out, a big one. I didn't realize how bad eating out was for the average American today, but it is outrageously bad. Okay? People spending upwards of $700 on just eating out. I can't imagine how much you're spending on groceries in the house, right? And then we're putting everything on our credit card, swipe, swipe, swipe. As long as you know you can pay it off the next month, you're willing to buy it today. It's never, you know what, I want to hold on to this $100, so I'm not going to spend it today. And instead, I'm going to carry it over into next month, so that I actually have a cushion of something. I mean, at this point, do you even have 1 month's emergency fund saved? Meaning, do you even have enough in your savings that your paycheck for the full month is equivalent to what's in your savings account? If the answer is no, you seriously need to stop all discretionary spending, meaning all spending that isn't necessary for you to simply eat, sleep, and live needs to be stopped. People will say things like, I had to do this, meaning I had to eat out. No, you didn't. Well, I got work at 3 a.m. in the morning and I got home at 12. That means you got 10 minutes to cook some ramen noodles instead of eating out. You know why? Because regardless of what you do, even going to the drive-thru, getting food, is going to take you 5 to 6 minutes. However you consume food, you have the same time to make some type of meal. I've seen people eat peanut butter and jelly for days. I've seen people eat plain white rice for days to get out of debt. I've seen people eat only ramen noodles to get out of debt. I've seen people eat only oatmeals to get out of debt. So when I hear the word, I need to do this, or I had to do this, you're absolutely wrong. You needed to stop living a lifestyle of luxury so that you can live a lifestyle of abundance later. but you had to do the same thing you've always been doing, living above your means and not saving for a rainy day. So, there was someone who told me the other day, I am not living in reality. I'm super ignorant because I said it is easy to not be broke or easy to not be poor. This person said you could not be living in reality because it's not easy to be that thing. I'll tell you today, if I made $30,000 a year and after taxes, maybe I walk away with 22. Maybe I have a roommate situation and I pay, $800 a month. $800 a month turns into about $9,600 a year. I didn't do the math, so don't hold me to that. Let's say I spend $9,600 a year on just housing alone. Then I spend another $200 a month on food. That's another $2,400. Already, I'm touching almost $12,000 a year out of my 22. I have $10,000 left. I've covered food and housing. I need transportation. If I live in New York, transportation might be $150 a month, something around there. So I'm already at $1,300 for the year. Or if I have a car that's paid off, let's say I'm spending $200 a month on gas, not including car insurance, which runs me about another $1,200. So let's say all in another $4,000. So I can save at least $6,000. I've already covered food, housing, and transportation. I can save $6,000. Let's say $2,000 of that goes out the window because of life. Life attacks you at some points, right? Life will attack you. So $2,000, which is a big number for someone who makes $30K a year, life attacks you. Something happens. You still have $4,000 that you could have saved that year. You invest $2,000 of it. You save $2,000 of it. Guess what you didn't do? You didn't go and party. You didn't eat out all year. You just saved. $30,000 today is probably below minimum wage. Don't quote me on that, but I know in New York City, $15 an hour is probably a little bit more than $30,000 a year. And if you do anything above that, even $1 more above that, you're now making 16. You're doing something. If you make only $30,000 a year, you need to have a part-time job where you can earn an additional income. There's no reason why anyone should make less than $45,000 a year. You know why I know that? Because the average black man earns $48,000 a year. The average white man earns $50,000 a year. But I showed you how you could save at least $2,000 a year with less than minimum wage income and still invest $2,000 a year with less than minimum wage income. Meaning you made less than $18,000 less than the average person in America today, and you still saved and invested more than someone who makes $100,000 a year. People choose to be poor. Having $2,000 in your savings account may be more than 50% of those who have a six-figure earning potential every single year. Isn't that insane? If you like this video, if you like that rant that I just gave you, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll continue to make more videos breaking down numbers just like that and shedding some light on a topic. If you think I'm ignorant, let me know in the comment section down below as well. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.